line, and we can cross now to France 24, Jean-Emile Jammine. He's in Combloux and the French Alps. So Jean-Emile, how did Vingegaard pull this off?
Well, Monty, I'm still getting my breath back from what was truly an epic stage 16. But ultimately, the cream does rise to the top, and that proved so true in this race, with Vingegaard taking that stage win, as well as extending his lead in the general classification, that race for the yellow jersey. But it was absolutely nail-biting, because up until the point where the rider just before him, Tadej Pogacar, had taken off from the podium in this time trial, it was Wout van Aert, his Jumbo Visma teammate, who went ahead of him. The cyclist is still passing me as I'm speaking right now. Wout van Aert, he held up onto that stage win just until Tadej Pogacar went off from the podium. That was the second last rider, and Tadej Pogacar absolutely blitzed that stage. He was looking on course for the win, and then came Vingegaard. So the top two riders now both extending their lead. Of course, it has been a battle between Pogacar and Vingegaard. Pogacar from Team UAE Emirates and Vingegaard from Jumbo Visma. Up until this point, there was only 10 seconds separating them after stage 15, and they actually crossed that line neck and neck. And now it looks like Vingegaard could be extending his lead. We didn't really know what would transpire in this time trial. Of course, it is a race against the clock, very much a psychological battle with you and your team just in your ear. There isn't a peloton to compete with. It's just you and the finish line. But ultimately, there we go. Vingegaard proving his mental strength and crossing that line. He now extends his lead to 1 minute and 48 over Tadej Pogacar. Massive win, and the third place now going to Adam Yates from Team UAE Emirates in the general classification.
Pretty impressive there for Vingegaard. So, Jean-Emile, where do we stand in the race at this point? What can we expect in the coming days?
Well, 5 stages left, and the mountains are still very much a part of this race. We've just finished that 22.4 kilometer time trial from Passy to Combloux. Up next, 166 kilometers through the mountains. We're going from Saint-Gervais-Mont-Blanc, that's where stage 15 ended, and we are finishing off at Courchevel. But the big talking point is those 4 massive climbs. We've got Col des 16, Commet de Roselin, and Côte de Longefoy, followed by that absolutely massive category HG. That's the highest category climb of Col de la Loze, and it's a category 4 climb that Tadej Pogacar knows very well. Vingegaard doesn't have that much experience with it, so it's an opportunity for him to close the gap. Potentially, we shall see. Of course, we also have to mention that there is blistering heat to contend with. These riders having to deal with record temperatures. It was 33 degrees at the start in Passy, and it was 31 degrees when they finished off in Combloux. So we'll see if the temperatures do drop for stage 17 coming up on Wednesday. But for now, still a lot to ride for. 1 minute and 48 seconds can definitely be made up by Tadej Pogacar on Jonas Vingegaard. But those two riders setting the pace, setting the tone, and we'll see from here a very exciting 110th edition of the Tour de France finish to follow.
Okay, France 24, Jean-Emile Jammine reporting for us in the French Alps. Jean-Emile, thanks so much.